Okay, so going back, the negative side stated that our main claim that terminally ill patients want physician-assisted suicide is from pain. But that was just one of the options we stated. We actually have a statistical research done by JMed Ethics, and it states that the most frequently reported reasons for choosing PAS under the DWA are loss of autonomy, which is 87%, loss of dignity, which is 80%, and loss of the ability to enjoy the activities that make life worth living, which is 84%. Regarding that as well, so according to Professor Singer, he is a professor and a philosopher at the bioethics at Princeton University. He states that there are circumstances in which the person who is considering death wants to die. That is their autonomous choice. So death is not a violation of their autonomy or contrary to their strongest wishes. These are cases in which a person has no more valuable life to look forward to, valuable by their judgment, not valuable by somebody else's judgment, imposing on them the idea that their life is still worthwhile, even though they have thought the matter through and perhaps have thought it through for many years. So it's basically saying that terminally ill patient, even though the family is supporting them and everything, the terminally ill patient can still seem that, being helplessness and having loss of dignity because just feels hopelessness. So he chooses to seek physician-assisted suicide. And let's see. Going back to the law, which is found this quote, Paul Cotton, which is the writer of Medicine's position is both pivotal and precarious in the assisted suicide debate. A law which does not make anybody do anything, that gives people the right to decide and prevents the state from prosecuting you for exercising your freedom not to suffer, violates somebody else's constitutional rights, is insane. So it's basically saying that it's just your right to choose the way you want to go out, which is you wanted to die from physician-assisted suicide. So the right to assisted physician suicide must be freely bestowed upon those who are terminally ill. This right would allow them to leave this earth with dignity, save their families from financial ruin, and relieve them of insufferable pain. To give competent terminally ill adults this necessary right is to give them the autonomy to close the book on a life well lived.
I over-prepared like hell.
I know we do. I was stressing out over nothing.
We'll get it every always hold the time as we're actually up there. I had so much information.
All right. Remember to make sure your name is on the evaluation rubric before you leave it up here. Those of you who spoke tonight, if you didn't put your name on your evidence, that's going to be a problem. So make sure that you did that as well. You all have a good holiday. Please be careful out there. I don't want fewer students next week than we had this week. So don't drink too much wine and eat too much turkey and then fall asleep on the way home. That's not a good thing. Thank you very much for keeping time. I appreciate that. You know what? That binder clip over there I think belongs to the cards. I'd say it belongs to me, but the cards really possess it. Thank you.
So you just want the name like on the back of the card?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just put it on the back of the bottom card.
Got it.
Or on the front of the top card.
How would these look? I got rewatch.
Well, I'd like it tonight, but I mean, if you can take a couple of minutes.
Okay, how did we do?
Good. Good.
That's it?
Isn't that good enough for you to be able to digest tomorrow?
I can digest either way.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah, isn't it better to have it all? You guys did a pretty good job. You know, I think you found the right issues. I do think that there were times when you missed the opportunity to kind of come back to a point that you'd made and explain why that works in comparison to something that they said. Or, for example, point out something that they ignored that is still an argument for you at the end of the debate. You know, like the lack of addressing the issue of depression, and I kind of like the philosophical position that you're taking at the end. Well, you know, there was evidence earlier in the debate that said a very small percentage of people even get these consults, and you had evidence that said like up to 75% are suffering from depression, but only 5% get these consults, and then the people who get the consults don't even get. They only have to be competent. We can ignore the fact that they're depressed, and then there's this whole argument that both of you are kind of making that says that, and there's an economic incentive to coerce people to do this. And coercion is the big issue that you start off with, and that is kind of followed up with the economic argument that Mark's making. And I'm going, okay, well, this is all working well together, and at the end of the debate, those arguments
So we did
didn't come back
summarize,
up.
right?
Well, yeah, I think you summarized a good value argument at the end, but it wasn't the argument that you were starting with. It was kind of a different argument at the
I
end.
think I felt like we were running out of time, and I just was like,
Yeah, because I kind of felt like I had covered the other stuff pretty good, so I was like, let me try and hit this from a different angle, but it didn't work quite like I hoped it would, so, oh well.
But it was good. It was good. It was good.
So these are the briefs.
Just leave them there. Make sure your name's on it also.
I just saw a bunch of these on here, and I'm like, are these supposed to be good?
okay.
Yeah, I only have the one box. I used to have 2 boxes to do this, but they disappeared. So I just sort it before I go.
Okay, so that's the critique. To summarize better, the main argument that we started with.
I generally, you're going to get 20 critiques back
Well, yeah.
from the audience. So that supplements my comments, and you're going to get some written comments too.
Okay.
I over-prepared. Over-preparing is almost not good either, because then you have all this information, you're sitting there trying to juggle, like, which approach do I take? Because I have like 4 different approaches I could do, and it's kind of, then you gotta pick one and hope it's the right one. True.
You could be a nice person again at home.
Okay.
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. I'm going to try and do that.
Should be good.
Yeah, well, I'm not cooking.
Oh, yeah, well, that's,
We're done.
it's not always nice. Sometimes it's fun to cook.
Yeah, it's okay. We're going to my niece's aunt's house. You know, my brother's ex-sister-in-law. I don't know how you figure those things out. But
Like your second cousin once removed.
yeah, you know, it's all that kind of weird stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're doing, and it's you know, they've come over to our place the last 3 or 4 years, and they said they finally got their house in shape. And they said, "You guys come this year." I said, "Okay." So that means less cleaning for me, and
Yeah.
the tough part is I won't have any turkey on Friday to eat leftovers with.
I know, that's the nicest thing actually about, it kind of sucks that you have to do all the prep if it is at your house, and then afterward you get to keep most of the food.
You get the extra stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that's the benefit.
I donated
And she doesn't like turkey.
after Thanksgiving on Friday, because like my whole family, we would eat turkey on that day, on Thanksgiving. And I was like, Mom, let's just donate all the turkey to homeless people. So we made like sandwiches,
Yeah.
like 100 sandwiches from our leftover turkey.
That's a big turkey.
And we had 2, and gave them out to the homeless. So I was like, it's a win-win.
No,
We
that's
have to
nice.
eat turkey for the rest
That's
of
nice.
the year.
That is true, though, turkey, like sometimes when you have a lot of turkey left over after like 4 days of turkey.
My
you're
mom
like,
would
okay,
make turkey
good.
enchiladas.
Yeah, turkey enchiladas, turkey soup, turkey hash.
Turkey
Thank
hash.
you. Yeah, all that good stuff.